90%. You love to see it. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Jakarash here. Welcome back to Metroid Samus Returns. I would have been... Hey there. I would have been further along, but unfortunately, I actually experienced a sort of crash in that my game froze sometime last episode, and I hadn't saved in a while, and so I kind of had to do like pretty much all of area 4 and 5 again. So we're now in area 6, and I just got so tired that I just didn't continue. But that all being said, I am at like the 90% overall mark. So, you know, should be able to complete, maybe be able to complete the game in a, you know, decent amount of time. Oh, right. That's the plan, anyway. Oops. Yes, this place. I see it. Oh, great. Shut that off. Hey, hang on. Also, I got sick last night, unfortunately. So I got a bit of a sore throat. My room isn't very insulated, so that's better. I didn't really need to, I didn't really need to, you know, shut off the airflow, but then again, I just want to save my power bombs at least, I guess. What's the situation, Captain? Alright. So basically, every time I run into a save station, I'm going to freaking save, because I would rather not do a whole lot of this again. Because of another freak crash. Oh, that's right. Oh well, I can leave it though. On the plus side, because my throat is sore, it gives me all the more incentive not to talk very loudly. At first I was like, oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. But then there is this power bomb door up here. Except I think those are pitfall blocks. Wait, huh? Yes, that's exactly what they are. Alright. In that case... Oh wait, there is a super missile over there. Oh, there's one over there too, so... There she goes. Not the title I came up with for the episode that ended with me getting the infant Metroid. You know, where I was battling Queen Metroid. I thought the title I came up with was pretty clever and fitting, which was just the first and the last. Simple, but it works, right? Very devastating. Like, oh, what? Oh. Excuse me. I'm really curious about like the getting cold. Oh, wait a minute. Is something rather curious is how you can get power bombs early in Dread. However, you're not able to use them. Like it's one of the few instances where there's like an item compatibility problem. And I mean, in Zero Mission, I'd say it's fairly easy to explain, which is that, you know, Samus didn't have the legendary power suit, and only with those things, and only with that one are certain items like the gravity suit, the space jump, and the plasma beam. Only those items are, or those items can only be used with the legendary power suit. However, that suit remains the same all throughout the rest of the series, yes? So then it makes you wonder, okay, well, why is it that... Huh. Interesting. So you actually could have... Huh. Alright then. Well... I'm guessing the reason it was different in the case of, like, the Dread. I mean, there are a couple of possibilities. One is that you know, the suit in Dread is a partially restored, but still largely, like, you know, surgically, you know, or it's like the power suit is still has much that is like surgically removed from it as a result of the surgery. Oh shoot! Wow, I was afraid that was gonna happen. I'm being reckless. Oh, that counts as a save point, does it? Well, in that case, I am going to mosey on yonder to where there's that full refill. I just want to say, like, on the map, like, the way it looks, it's like, the way it looks, it's like a missile or an ammo supply recharge station. It kind of looks like a thing of French fries. of this is like a slushy on the map, so... But all that is to say that, you know, it could just be a matter of the suit has lost some of its, you know, features, so like collecting an honest-to-goodness Chozo, or a bit of Chozo hardware, wouldn't go as well, or like it wouldn't really be able to process it correctly. Whereas in like Fusion or something, like the Federation was specifically sending Samus suit data, and they may have been able to work around that problem. Or alternatively, what may have been the case was just the fact that it was Malkin technology. Which kind of seems to make a bit more sense, except for the fact that I've been thinking that those items that are incompatible in Zero Mission outside of the use of the legendary power suit are actually Malkin technology. Or originally, perhaps. It's like all the Torzo that hold those items are unique. Like they have a specific design that is different from the other Torzo, or from the other Torzo. Why that is, don't know. Oh, that's a pitfall block. Oh, those things are the worst. They cause so much damage. Whenever I think of kerosene, I always think of, oh hey, heat up, Junior. Oh, it's already... I hate those things. They like drain an entire thing of... like an entire energy tank. Problem is, you often find yourself in situations like this. Screw you. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Wait. What have I done? Oh, thank you. I was talking about something. I couldn't remember what it was, but I was getting so frustrated with this effing firebug. But anyway, speaking of fire, like, what I always think of when I think of kerosene is just watching this one guy. Oh, I almost made the same mistake again. Like, he was a fire breather performer, and he was always like, he would be drinking lots and lots of, or he'd be drinking kerosene before blowing fire and stuff. And I just had it, and this is like while we were in China. He also had quite the raspy voice, understandably. But just look how much damage these things could do. Like, just through this puzzle alone, like more than half of my health is gone. Two for one. Least favorite critter in the entire game. Definitely. Too late. There doesn't actually seem to be anything interesting in here, anyway. Again. Oh, that's right. Ow. Well, I'm at 249 cat missiles. I don't remember how many missiles a single missile expansion gives me. But if it ends up being like 3 at a time, then I estimate I got 2 missile expansions left. Because then I would get then I would have 255 cap. Sucker! Literally, there is that vacuum aspect of the yeah, that's everything. Well, alright then. Oh, darn you. Eventually, once you start getting into the later areas, the percentage gets a bit higher because by that point, you already have a lot of stuff. Oh yeah. This Haha. Yeah, Junior. Yeah, okay, it is by 3. In that case, my guess is I have one more missile expansion or there's one more missile expansion in the entire game. Yeah, perhaps there. like that's all it was about. I think in my mind it was over, like an idea it had was, it was over some very petty, thing. Like, you know, it's all very super serious, but sort of like Skardoof in the Phineas and Ferb movie. The actual descent into evil is very, like, outrageously absurd. If we're the same person, why are you so much better at evil than me? True evil is born out of pain and loss. You see, when I was a young boy back in whatever the German town was, I had a toy train that I really loved. And then one day I lost it. Choo-choo? That's it? What do you mean? That's your emotionally scarred backstory? That's your great tragedy? I mean, dude, I was raised by Ocelots. I mean, literally disowned by my parents and raised by Central American Wildcats, and you're telling me you lost a toy train. That's all, right? I had to dress up as a gnome. I had to go home from school and hand me up girls' clothing. Neither of my parents saw it from my math. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go here. That's a fun movie. Cost us $7. Yeah, Junior. Ow. Oh. That's why. I also can neither confirm nor deny that the concept for Omega Samus was at least partially inspired by Skardoof. Especially some earlier concepts that had her, like, you know, have a cyborg guy and stuff. I am once again almost dead. You know, it'd be really helpful right now, Squishy, is if you suck the life out of something just gave me that stuff. But you do you, man. Oh, hey, there you go. Now, do I risk it all for the biscuit all? Oh, isn't that beautiful? 100%, 100%, 100%. Only one more area. Yeah, I've had like various nicknames for those. It's like Metroid crackers or Metroid snacks or squishy snacks. Squishy snacks mostly because like it's like a play on Scooby snacks. Okay, my ship is over there. Uh-huh. Yeah, so I'll just stop by here just to get a health pickup. And then I'll go back to the other end. Really like the color of criteria here. Oh, I don't want to go there. Just a literal rock candy. Those who know Super Metroid in particular are like in the last area and are like, why am I hearing? It's like sort of a play off of the meme. Why do I hear boss fight music? Except it's, why do I hear a criteria theme from Super Metroid, or the first criteria theme? I don't remember. I think the secret cutscene that you can unlock in this game, I think the secret cutscene is based on your clear time, not items. Ah, yes. Hey, Ravenbeak. A.K.A. Oscar Behek. Oh wait. Better to go through here. Oh, I forgot about this jam. Oh, okay. You mean I don't need to, like... Do I not need, like a certain clear time or something? Because the reason I call it a secret cutscene is because you don't... I thought you didn't see it unless you fulfilled a certain condition. You know, just like the post-credit cutscenes of the Prime games. Is that not the case? Okay. Or was it that you only see like different versions of Samus at the end of the clear time, dependent on your clear time? Because I thought there was something about clear time that gave you something in particular. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, well, so much for the theory that I capped at 255. Then again, I think in Dread you capped at 290 without the Emmy amiibo, which gives you 10 more. I've never been good at, like, speedrunning Metroid games. Really any game in particular. So I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. Got it. Okay. trying to tiptoe close to my ship without initiating the endgame. Although I'm not sure if that only happens if you approach it from the left side, or if it's just a matter if you go to your ship at all. Seven 8.6. Alright, well. Oh, wait. That was the way out. My bad. Oh, there's something else here. Oh, what? Didn't mean to do that. Well, suppose I could risk going to the other side. Try my luck with some item searching there. This is uncomfortably close. Nice. $92.9. Right, you nice guy? Okay. So nervous. Okay. Okay, that's a pitfall block. Oh. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Darn all. Alright then. good. But it's like they do a good job with the foreboding here. Oh, here we go. Guess who got wind of the situation? Oh boy, you really pack a punch. One of the changes to Meta Ridley's design in the remastered is I like how they, literally fleshed him out a bit more, so he didn't look just purely mechanical, and by doing that, Proteus and Meta have like a lot of similarities in appearance. I'm in trouble. Oh, shoot. Huh? What just killed me there? Did he, like, do this shockwave thing with his tail? Is that what happened? Okay. I mean, I figured he'd whoop me a number of times. Ow. Okay, yeah, that's what killed me. Big Creesh. Oh! Whoa. Darn it. Well, hey, I got farther that time. Those blasts are no joke. Something I did a video on this. A little short video. Just me speculating that Proteus Ridley is actually a result of, like, the pirates bringing back Metroid Ridley by time travel or something, like, based on some ideas of what's happening in Prime 4. No, it's kind of a loose idea, but hey, you know. Shoot. I'm not good at video games. You know, with that tornado in the background, you would think this was a timed fight. But it's at this point you realize that there is not a single countdown in this game, which is highly unusual for a Metroid game. Alright. Favorite 2D Ridley fight. Already calling it. Ow. I'm in trouble. Well, again, got a bit farther. We're getting there. We're taking about a year and a half. But we're getting there. Ow. Ridley fights, if you're not prepared for them or haven't done them before, they're always a bit challenging. Oh. trouble. Yep, there we go. That time I did worse. Ow. Surprisingly, at this point, I still haven't memorized all of his pre-attack moves. Certainly makes the Ridley fight in Super Metroid a lot more personal. That was the wrong call. I need to remember not to try and dodge him from that direction. Of all the things to kill me. That was embarrassing. Sometimes it doesn't actually really register that I just skipped a cutscene for whatever reason. Well, because if I recall correctly, that's why. See? Now, I believe I can use missiles in the, like, combat cutscenes. what was happening. Yeah, I think I'm realizing that. Oh, silly me. Try not to get cornered on that. And I did again. Shoot. Oh, turn it off. I don't have flash shift. Ow. Oh, shoot. I realized what he was doing at the last minute. That other phase. Well, I do have more health than I did before, so... Oh. The problem is, I don't always know which one he's gonna fire. Well, that's part of the complication. Perfect health, that's that. Oh, I turn it off again. Oh, shoot. Wrong attack. Oh, shoot. I lost track of where I was. You're just immune to missiles, period? Alright. Still, that was a change. Well, that was the farthest. That was a new. That was the farthest I've ever gotten. Ow. Oh. Well, that was fortunate. You know, I think this is the only Ridley boss room that actually has a choir in it. Which I appreciate. Because I do love me a good choir. Whoa. That's new. I guess he grabbed me. Like, because he's never actually hit me with the grab move, so I guess maybe that's what happens with the bugs. Oh, that didn't reset his health. I think the no when I missed that one counter was the one thing I said. Perhaps. Oh. My heart. Sakamoto. Cool cover of the credits theme so far. This makes me think of, like, sometime, like, after completing Dread again. I think it was, like, maybe the first time I completed Dread in hard mode. But I was just looking at the names in the credits and I'm like, what's up with all these Spanish names? And then I'm like, oh yeah. Right, Mercury Steam is a Spanish company. Oh hey, music support Masaru Tajima. He was one of the three names you see in, like, as far as composers for Prime 3 are concerned. Like Kenji Yamamoto, Minako Amano, and Masaru Tajima. Mercury engine. I just realized something I'd put in, like, the Hunters Discord. I was like, I put Akira Fujiwara, I think, for one of the composers for Prime 3. That's actually one of the composers for Fusion. Nearly 16 hours. A little cover of Tall and Overworld, aka the, you know, Well Done Samus, or the, you know, Samus record. Alright. Now the Metroids are gone. I think it was showing that Ridley had shed his armor there once he revived. Item collection completion. Ah, yes. This one's the Chozo coming to Talon 4. Or not Talon 4, SR388. The Thoha specifically. I think this is like them mining for Eon or something, or perhaps this is when they start realizing the presence of the X, because they discovered the X when they were mining for Eon. But this appears to be them mining for Eon energy, which kind of seems to be life force energy or something. I guess that would make sense. After all, Metroids are able to absorb life force. Creation of those robots, including the Diggernaut. Those look like Malkin soldiers over there. Ah. This, at the very least, is like the latest. They're showing like when they found or encountered the X. Creation of their anti-X creature. Seem to be working just fine. Just back to business. But then, sort of the act of playing God reaps some terrible results, don't it? The Metroids evolved, and they lost control of them. Of the lock system and hiding away the Metroids. could we have here? Oh. Oh, that was scary. I'm guessing that only happens if you... I'm guessing that only happens if you collect all the Chozo memories. You get to the last and you see Ravenbeak. And then it changes into that picture of him having murdered the Thoha. That was cool, and terrifying. Oh, I see. Quite. Well, there you go. Metroid Samus Returns. Definitely enjoyed it a lot. Liked how, you know, yeah, having played Dread and stuff. I mean, I kind of wish I had seen, like, or, you know, I had played Samus Returns before Dread. But on the other hand, you know, there's a certain, like, having played Dread before and seen the flashbacks of Samus Returns, and then playing Samus Returns, and then seeing the Torzo that's made in the likeness of Ravenbeak, you know, that's pretty cool. But you wouldn't have known that necessarily if you had played Samus Returns first. Now, I will say that if you had played Samus Returns and you got all of those Chozo memories, and then you get to the last one, and then you're like not really jump scared, but sort of jump scared. Like, you know, you see an image of Ravenbeak, and then all of a sudden it goes, hey, corrupted, and then it shows a bunch of dead Chozo with that one Chozo that you see in the previous one standing above all the others. That would leave you intrigued and, like, you know, you're like, oh, what was that all about? Which, before playing Dread, I did learn a bit about the Chozo memories from Samus Returns. So I did hear about the idea of there being two different Chozo tribes against each other, which was already new, and it's interesting because as far as we were concerned, the Chozo were just one people before that. So then the very idea of there being an evil Chozo race or faction was like, what? You know. So in that sense, I still did get a bit of context from Samus Returns before playing Tread. And then I had played AM2R, which does its own, you know, alternate lore, alternate timeline sort of thing, because, well, ish anyway. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a cool finale. I really liked how they made, it's like each of the stages of the Metroid's evolution just really felt like each stage felt like a significantly greater threat than the previous one. Like, to the point that it's like, you know, there really are, you know, there be monsters here. And really enjoyed the music. And kind of the polygonal aspect, like aesthetic, you know, can be a little jarring at first, but like, you know, first of all, much better than Chibi. And then also, you know, compared to like, you know, Super Metroid or something like that, you know, it's, you know, it's easy to forgive and look past. And I'm generally not one who complains about graphics. So that's not really something that bothers me typically anyway. Did really, how many bosses are there actually in the game? Arachnus is a boss. Queen Metroid, of course. The cinematic work was very good, I thought, and just how they articulated the moment where, like, Samus, like, you know, encounters the infant Metroid, and just made that moment like something to ponder on, because in like the original game, it's like it just appears and it just follows you around and that's it, and you basically just take from that what you will or what you can. But how they develop the relationship between Samus and the infant Metroid, even in just the gameplay aspect, like, it makes the player, because like traditionally the player and Samus, like the player is Samus basically, which is why in some aspects, like, you know, when Samus is talking, that's part of the controversy, is because people no longer have that connection to Samus as a character, which I don't necessarily agree with, because, you know, I do like to learn about Samus as a character, and, like, you know, backstory and all that. I do enjoy that aspect a lot, because, you know, how else are you gonna make fan fiction? What? But what else? But yeah, and because it just builds on, like, it really develops a relationship between Samus and the infant Metroid, it thereby makes the fight with Ridley and thereby Mother Brain in Super Metroid, it makes it a lot more personal, thereby developing, you know, the infant Metroid sacrificing itself for Samus in the Mother Brain fight. So I really appreciated that. thought it was really cool. I wish I had played this not really knowing anything, because I had watched a whole lot of gameplay like years ago, and so I knew about the Diggernaut. Oh yeah, the Diggernaut is a boss. Which that was a cool boss. That was a fun boss too. And again, really enjoy the music, really dig the music, no pun intended. And then how they change things in like the story to make more sense. Like in the original game, and AM2R takes this as well. You know, the barrier, like preventing you from exploring further, was lava, and the thing that would allow you to further progress was after defeating all the Metroids in a certain area, then the lava would just dissipate, would lower after an earthquake. Which you really have to rack your brain just like to come up with a reason why that would make sense. The best I could come up with was the Queen Metroid had a like sort of telepathic connection with all of her offspring, and so once all of them in a certain area were killed, then she like is moving about in rage, and doing so is like causing the earthquake. That's the best I could come up with for why that would be a thing. This reason, which is what they did instead, like, you know, it was an artificial corrosive fluid, or at least a corrosive fluid. Artificial? I don't know. But the Chozo, realizing that they had created something that they had created something worse than they thought, you know, they just took into, like, they just sealed off the Metroids in these otherwise inaccessible areas, which I think better makes sense. Yeah, I do remember the log was like, orbital scans detected no unusual tectonic activity. But yeah, the Chozo being proactive about sealing it off, or sealing off the Metroids, I think makes more sense, especially, you know, I suppose in the original idea, like, maybe the Chozo had been killed off by the Metroids, which in that case they wouldn't have, you know. Yeah, that was I think that, yeah, those were reasons, yeah. Anyway, and just developing the story of the Chozo further. And, yeah, just, you know, discover the X, and they try and create a something to counteract it, but in the process they create an even bigger problem. You know, lesson in playing God. But, you know, it still leaves, like, hang on, just so there's a change in music. It does leave, like, some things up in the air, like, like, you know, what are the X exactly? Like, they just like are like, I'm just like, you know, how long were they there? Because they were discovered while they were mining for Eon energy. I'm just like, you know, how long were they there? Were they put there? Did they manifest there somehow? Which that seems unlikely because, you know, in the words of Ash, the robot, the android, not Ash the Pokemon trainer, but Ash in Alien, you know, he describes the xenomorph as the perfect organism. And the X is very much a representation of that as well. Like, it has no weakness other than an utter inferno or just its life force being drained. I don't know. Anyway, that's just kind of rambling that. I mean, it is connected to the game, but it's not like... Yeah, exactly. It's the old you were mining for gold and you awoke a demon trope or whatever. I mean, I don't really know how many stories have really used that trope, but but Lord of the Rings isn't the only one. I didn't even make that connection somehow. But me, like, anyway, yeah, Samus Returns. Great, like, story articulation, and that reveal of Ravenbeak killing everybody at the end was scary and cool, and the battle with Ridley is, like, my favorite 2D fight. Proteus Ridley, specifically. I'm still wondering if I'm onto something when I'm like, because if he's actually like Meta Ridley brought back from time or something. We'll just have to see. But also, like, you know, this, you know, what is the connection between this game and Prime 4? Because, you know, this is 20x7, as is Super Metroid, and then Prime 4 is 20x9, so, you know, what is that? Unless the part in the trailer is forward in time or something. Yeah, it is similar. And yeah, that's another thing. I really liked all of the nods to Prime 2 specifically, like the use of the item room / boss defeated theme, which is one of my favorite tunes, or just the ominous feel and just all the nods to Prime. And I love how Yoshio Sakamoto was like, you know, because there was some debate over whether or not the Prime games were actually canon or not, but Yoshio Sakamoto was like, Samus Returns should clear that discussion. Which, you know, naturally what he meant by that was Samus Returns makes it clear, yes, the Prime games are canon. So, you know, there he goes. And I was like, thank you, Samus Returns, for clearing up that debate. Because I would be very sad if the Prime games weren't actually canon. Especially Prime 2. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway. I think I've pretty much said all that I wanted to say. Yeah. Anyway, awesome game. Loved it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and hope to see y'all next time.